Hey,
Yeah.
good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well, Patrick. How are you today?
I'm fine, but
Hi guys.
Hey,
hey,
Slav.
Islam.
Hi Keith. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Sorry for taking this so long, like due to unforeseen circumstances that it kept going on and on. Sorry about that.
No problem at
No
all.
problem. Easy,
So,
easy.
so how are you guys doing today?
Yeah, great. It's a great day. It's a bit cloudy, but it's nice. It's warm. So yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I was ill for 1 week, and now it's getting better and better. But yeah, so it's good.
Good. So, guys, Amnesia, your new album is to be out on June 30th. So, would you like to tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new album?
Of course, whatever you want to know. We should. Okay, Slaven, start about the songwriting.
Yeah, can do that. Yeah, it was a long process because Patrick and I had a band about in 2016. So we started this kind of journey a couple of years ago. And I came up with some demos, and Patrick came out with his own ideas. So, and the fact, I think it's a kind of a album made in 6 or 7 years altogether. So, regarding the songwriting process, yeah.
Yeah, because we had another lineup. So on the album, there's still 4 songs recorded with the old lineup because we kept it. We made a recording in 2015, and so this is one of the reasons why it took some time, because the rhythm section was changing, and yeah, and so if the rhythm section is changing, drums and bass, you really try to find you find the right rhythm section, because I think it's very, very important for a band. And yeah, we found exactly what we were searching for, and it was so close because the bass player is my sister, and the drummer is a good friend of Slaven. So sometimes you look far, even if it's so close, you know.
Yeah. Amazing. And was there any particular concept or a theme that goes behind Amnesia?
I don't. So
Sorry, go on.
no, I don't think so. It was a process. So we had the new rhythm section. So we were building the new sound and show them the old songs. So some old songs changed a lot. Beautiful Liar was a very fast song, and to show my sister the lines, I played it very slow. And then we said, oh yeah, that's great to play the song so slow. So Beautiful Liar changed from a, let's say, pop, a little bit punky tune to a doom song. Yeah. So there was no concept; it just happened, and then yeah, and then we wanted to record the album live. I love live recording because if you I'm producing bands since the 90s, so it's kind of my job, you know, or it was, and so if you do a track by track recording, album production, the target is to let it sound like if it's played live. So you need a lot of takes to get this drive, to get this groove, this energy. But I think it's so much more natural to record it live, because then you don't need all the time to fake that live feeling. It's there. But of course, you have to prepare the band. So I don't think there's a real concept. It was like playing. So many songs, Slaven is like a songwriter. He has so many songs, you know, you can't just pick ideas and songs. He doesn't stop having ideas. And some songs were just happened while a jam session. So there was one day when we knew, let's record the new songs and let's make an album. So it was very, we didn't think about anything. We didn't think about a concept, about having a label, about releasing. It was more like, hey, that's great, let's record it.
Fantastic, fantastic. And any big plans on the day of the release on June 30th?
Oh, I think Antirope is a band that doesn't have a lot of plans. We just do, and we just see what happens, you know. And we are very happy if because Antirope is a band. I don't know. We are friends. We have a very good vibe in the band. So very. I've played in a lot of bands in my life, and some bands you play with them because they're good musicians or because you. But this is we are friends and it has a very nice vibe and we do the music for ourselves, so we never think about we should do this song like this or like that, you know. We just, this is how I told you A Beautiful Liar happened. It was a very different song and we said, hey, this one's nice, like this slow, you know. So we don't have plans, we just do it, and if there's someone who likes it, we're very happy. And if they don't like it, that's normal, you know. We all like different things in life.
Absolutely. And coming to the album, 11 beautiful songs, amazingly written, great songwriting. There is, I think, for everybody, for every genre. You love Doom, Doom is there. You love melodic rock, it's there. You love pop rock, it's there. It's everything put together. Great work from you guys. So it's a pack for everybody, I would say. So thank you so much for putting up an amazing album this year. As a band, how do you guys feel about the outcome of this album?
First of all, thank you very much. It's a really nice critique. Yeah, it's kind of like you said, and coming back to the concept of the Antirope and Amnesia. It's kind of, as Patrick said, it's kind of the songs we love to play. We're not thinking about the genre, you know. It's kind of, if we like the song, so that's it, and we're going to do it. If we don't like the song, so okay, just take another one and go with the flow. So I really think coming out, I mean, there's 12 different people in the band coming out from different directions, and I think you really hear it on the album. So different influences coming put together and creating something like Amnesia. Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of different styles in there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think we even in the future we will go on like that. So maybe one day we make a death metal song, and if we like it and it fits, it's okay. And if we don't do a death metal song, we don't do it, you know. I think the influences, Julie, my sister, she comes more from the disco house. Yeah. Slaven comes from grunge. I come from metal, Slayer, and all that stuff, and even death metal. The drummer is more like the new metal stuff. So it's very different. We don't hear the same music, or yeah, we hear the same music, but not we don't have the same favorite records. You know, I love Neurosis, this really, really heavy stuff, and but the mix together, you can, I think, as Slaven said, you can hear it, that it's a mix of hardcore, metal, doom, pop, as you said. Yeah, maybe. We mix it, we just put it inside. Maybe we were gonna do, I don't know, any song, yeah, but no ska.
And you guys put up an amazing video for Beautiful Liar, and are there plans to come up with more videos from this album?
Oh yes. First of all, now on Tuesday, the next video is coming, Dead Sun, and with the album release we made a very heavy video. So from Is This the End, and it's not good for people who has epileptic problems, so it's very extreme, and it's more an art video. So there's 2 more videos coming, and I especially, and I think Slaven too, we really love especially the Is This the End video.
Fantastic. And coming to the touring part, any big plans in 2023?
As we told you, sometimes that's we have a lack of plans, you know. So right now, yeah, we try to find some release gigs to the album, and yeah, we will see. But yeah, this is what we have to work on it now. So we are starting now.
Fantastic. And as a band, Antirope was started back in 2015. So how has the last 7-8 years been for you guys?
Yeah, it was still kind of busy, you know, because we were always trying to trying to record something and writing songs, although we had those rhythm section changes. But I think the band was constantly doing something. So then we had a plan to really put also songs together and make an album. And that at that point we realized, okay, this is the next step. This is what we're gonna do. So yeah, and we focused really on making an album, and with Patrick's help and his knowledge and know-how, recording all these years, we wanted to really focus on the live album. And I think we get to the point where we could say, okay, this is now done. So just let's make another one. So I think that the plan for the future is to make another album and see how it goes. So that's the kind of way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, there's already songs for the next album, so we're not like the flow is still going on. And in the last years, maybe we are a band, as I told you before, that we don't really make plans. Yeah, maybe this is we should work on that. Yeah, because this is a reason too why the album came so late, because we just had fun by playing. It was really important for us to be together, to play songs, to have that feeling. But I think this band needs to have a plan to say, okay, let's do a record. And then everything is keep going. But if we don't say it, yeah, then 1-2 years, they go by very fast, very quickly, if you don't plan anything.
And any highlight moments that you want to share with me today?
Any what? Sorry?
Highlight moments for the band. Would you like to share some of them?
Yeah, I think one of my highlights was that we recorded the whole album in 1.5 days. So it's kind of that was a highlight for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was especially a highlight because we have planned more days to record, and at the first day we had technical problems. It was just and sometimes if you have technical problems in the studio, it's very difficult because a studio has so many cables and everything, and it was an adapter. So it was, but you don't know. You're like, oh my God, what is going on there? There's technical problems, and to find it out, yeah, it could take like 5 minutes. It could take one month, you know. So we lost a whole day till we found out, and but still we were keeping calm, and this was very important. And then when we start playing, maybe it was a release of frustration, like having lost one day and everybody's ready to play. And I was saying, yeah, I'm gonna find it out in 5 minutes. So everybody was ready to play, but I didn't find it out in 5 minutes because it wasn't the adapter. Yeah. So I think, yeah, that was a highlight that we started the recordings, and it was really like, yeah, everything was there. Because live recording is a long process. You practice a lot to get to the perfect groove. So you make sessions also with bass and drums only, and you set up everything. But you have to take care that you don't don't practice too much, because then the feeling gets lost. If you play the songs like five days a week, then you can play them, of course, but there's no more emotion. So you have to find the right timing to be able to play the songs live well with the groove and still have fun while playing it and all the emotion. And yeah, that was, so you plan everything in your head and you have a vision, but then if it comes out like this, like it was one day and one evening, and the album was ready, was finished, and there was no overdubs. Of course, we made like a second guitar and things like this, but not always, only if necessary. But the main tracks, they were, as you can hear them, yeah. And this is what I love about live recording. You will never have like highlights if you have no lowlights. Yeah. By live recording, you always have the highlights get even better if there's a little bit of lowlights, but still, of course, everything is right. But it's like very tiny things that you don't hear, but you feel them.
And talking about the release, do you have plans to come up with physical CDs, vinyls? So any sort of plans on the release?
I don't think so, because CD is dead, I think. I don't know anyone who has CDs. It would be no problem to make CDs, but if I go to friends or talk to friends, they in their car they have CarPlay nowadays. There's not even a CD player at home. They have like Sonos or HomePods. So yeah, I think the CD is gone. Vinyl is still there, but our album is 51 minutes, so we would need to make a double album, because 51 minutes on one vinyl, it doesn't sound well. So this is going to be very expensive for us and also for the buyer. So I don't think we're going to do it, but we're open to everything. If there's demand, if many people say, please, we want CDs, we want vinyl, of course we're going to do it. So the next plan is a very easy one. We're going to make shirts.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And any storyline behind the name of the band, Antirope?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you were asking us like, what did we do 7 years? So I think one of the most difficult part in these 7 years was finding a name. Yeah, it was so difficult. All names we found were very cheesy, or if they were not cheesy, there was another band with the same name, and we didn't want that. There's a lot of bands who has the same names, and I think that's strange. That shouldn't be like this. There's only one Led Zeppelin, or Black Sabbath or Kiss, and so we were called Port, and when this was our name like 7 years ago, Port. And we were too slow. So then we saw suddenly there's another band called Port, and we said, oh, so we need a new name. And these new names, it was really, really catastrophic. And then then we still didn't have my folder in my computer of the recording of the album is still calling Port recording, because we didn't have a name. So this was a last minute thing. Like, okay, the album is ready, so now we need a name. Oh no, again, we need a name. And then it was really, it was too late. There was no more time to say, yeah, okay, I'm gonna think about it. So we said, okay, everybody's doing a list with any name, and we have to choose one of them. And Slaven had one name on his list, Antirope, and we were like, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And I still love it. So I love that name. It has no meaning, but it has a meaning. Yeah. So yeah, Slaven, what are you saying about it?
Yeah, because it's all you find a name, and the first thing I do usually is to just Google it, and there is always, oh no, man, it's kind of 3 bands with the same name. So let's do it again and again and again and again. And 6 years later, I mean, as Patrick said, it was one evening I can remember. I found this name. It came to me, and then I'm just going to Google it. So yeah, no band. So Spotify, oh, no band. Apple Music, Amazon, so this is free, man. No domain. So yeah, so we're gonna take it. So yeah,
we have antirope.com, because this is the thing. When we were talking about it, I said, finding a band name nowadays is difficult. It's very good to have one word. So, but every one word is gone. This is why even 30 years ago, bands were starting with face no more or more words, Then we were called Port before. Port is very bad for Google. If you Google Port, you're going to find so many ports in all the world, where there's a lot of great boats. But if somebody wants to find the band, he has to put in Google Port band. So it's not easy. So we wanted a free domain. We wanted a lot. Free domain, a name that no band has, a name where you find it directly on Google. And yeah, thank you, Slaven, you found it.
No problem. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing. And guys, finally, any message that you want to give to the Antirope fans and people who are new listening to Antirope?
I have no message, but I can say thank you to everybody who's supporting us. The feedback we got is so good right now, and is even more than I ever expected. So my message is only thank you.
Yeah, I'm with Patrick, so it's kind of amazing, and I also say thank you because the feedback and it's really great. It's kind of, I didn't expect it, so we're really happy. Thank you, guys.
Awesome, awesome. And Patrick and Slavan, I want to thank you both so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to have you guys on this interview. And thank you so much for putting up an amazing album this year, Amnesia. We're all looking forward for the release. And I wish you guys all the best and hope to see you guys on the road real soon.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us. And yeah, all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice
Bye.
day.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.